There's a fish. There's a smallie. First one. There we go. Dang. There we go. First smallie of the day. There we go. Got him on a Ned rig right there. It's probably the biggest one I've ever caught out of this creek, actually. Hopefully we don't get one any bigger, because I don't know what I'm gonna do up here. Man, look at that. It's a nice, beautiful smallmouth bass there. Caught him on that little Ned rig in a goby color. All I'm doing is I'm just casting into this current, and I'm just hopping it along the bottom all the way back in, and this guy swooped up and grabbed it. There we go. First creek smallie of the day. All right, there we go. First one. So I just caught that guy on this, this little Ned rig here. This is a goby color. Just hopping it along the bottom as it drifts back into me. Caught that dude in some deep water in this little creek. There we go. Next cast. Another one. Oh, almost lost him there. Look at this guy. This guy's black. Another little smallie there, though. This guy's beautiful. Get him in the sun. There we go. There's number two, a little smaller, but he's really cool colored. He's pretty dark. Probably one of the darkest smallmouths I've ever caught. Not a bad little guy. Get the release on him. This spot in the creek's kind of a weird spot because you can't really access the bank. I mean, there's a little bank access there, but you can't really get there though because that's all fenced off over there. So I have to fish on top of this road, but I mean, it gets the job done. Haven't hooked a big fish yet, which is good, but yeah, it kind of sucks, especially releasing the fish. Feel bad having to drop them like that, but oh, off the railroad tracks. Let's see. There we go. It's a pretty good one. It's fighting. Another smallie. Get up here. Oh man, just when I thought the other one was dark, this one's even darker. Look at that. That's such a cool looking fish there. He's pretty much jet black. Look at that. Beautiful. So dark. So these fish in this creek, I've noticed, they bite a lot better when the water is pretty not dirty, but a little stained. Like right now, the water's a little stained. It's not very clear. You can see the bank over there, and then it drops off. And you can't see. A lot of times in the summer, this creek, you can see everything. And when it's like that, they don't really bite as willingly, it seems like. And an important thing with the Ned rig is to try to keep tension as you're fishing down this creek. Especially for the bites and the rocks too. You can pop it off the rocks pretty easily when you have that tension the whole time. It's kind of tough, especially when your bait's drifting directly back at you like it is here. But just keeping tension on it as much as you can definitely helps. And the way I know I got tension, if I'm not feeling the bait on the bottom, is if I'm looking at my slack line. If it's, you know, very slacked, then I know I don't have enough tension. But if it's pretty straight down to the water, then I know that I'm good. Another thing too, you kind of want to look for ambush points for these bass. You know, they're not like a trout where they want to sit in that fast current. You know, they want to look for spots where they can kind of chill out. I mean, smallmouth love the current, but you want to find spots that chill out. So right here, you've got this bridge, right? You've got current flowing on both sides, and almost all of my fish, well, actually all of them so far, have come in between this pole here and right in front of me, because that current is going to break, and they've got one fast lane and another fast lane, and in between they've got a slow lane, and all these bass are sitting in this slow lane and they're waiting for stuff to drift by their face, and they'll pick it up. They don't want to sit in this fast current because it's going to wear them out easily, especially it's a little cold right now because it's early spring. But they are going to sit in between spots like this. It's called current breaks. They're going to sit in those current breaks. They're going to wait for stuff to drift by. Another good spot is right here. You've got this spot where there's a fast current and it kind of loops back around because it's slow there. And a lot of those bass are also going to hang out in there too. Same principles as before right here. They're just going to wait for stuff to drift by and they're going to pick it off as it comes down. That's why it's kind of a good, I'm in a good spot here, because I could just fish right in that current break. So I could fish along that spot where all those bass are sitting, and whereas in the shore, I would have to keep casting and casting and casting to get my bait all the way through this channel. There we go. Oh, just lost one there. So generally, these creek fish are going to be smaller than fish from the lakes, especially a spot like this where, you know, there's a bunch of dam runoffs. The fish are generally going to be smaller because they're not going to be able to jump those dams. So they're not like lake run fish or anything like that. But you still get some good ones out of these creeks. Another important thing when fishing creeks is, especially if it's a clear water creek like this, is to always use fluorocarbon. Fluorocarbon leaders will definitely get you a lot more bites than straight braid. These smallmouth are very picky fish. They're very smart, and they definitely bite a lot easier when you've got that fluorocarbon leader, I've noticed. Very rarely do I ever catch smallmouth on straight braid, unless the water is pretty murky. There we go. It's a pretty good one. Oh, there we go. That one's big. It's a nice one there. It's a long fish for here. He's got some leeches on his tail, or parasites, or whatever that is. Good release on him. Yeah, you definitely want to have some fluorocarbon line. Right now I'm running 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. I have a 10-pound braid main line, but yeah, generally you want to have a lighter fluorocarbon leader than your main line, especially with these smallmouth. The clearer the water, the lighter the line I like to use. So if it's really clear water, you know, 6-pound fluorocarbon will work better than say 12 or 15. I generally, with my leaders, don't go over 12 pounds, but that's just me. You can, but I don't like to. That's just, you know, a personal preference. There we go. Oh man, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know what to do now. That's a good one, dude. Oh, shoot. Oh. I'm gonna have to bring him over to the slower water over here. Yes, I could bring him over here. Oh, man. Oh, shoot. Man, this is a big one. This is like a 2. What do I do? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Hope he doesn't come off. He's like right here. He's like right here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh man. Oh, it just broke too. Oh my gosh, that's a big one. That is a big one there. Holy crap. Line literally just broke as I got it up here. That is a big Creek Smallie. Look at that. I thought that last one was my PB. This is my PB Creek Smallie. Holy cow. It's like 2.5 pounds. It's a big one, dude. Look at that. 2 3/4, almost a 3-pounder. Oh, I was literally just talking about how I hope something like this does not happen, and it does. That is insane. He's a very long fish too. Let's get a measurement. 19 inches. That is a big one. There we go. There's our bass. Nice one there. Big one. There he goes. Well, that was exactly what I did not want to happen, but it all worked out. It wasn't the most orthodox way to catch a fish, but it worked. Definitely worked. That was that was my biggest creek smallmouth by a lot, by over 1 pound. And that was fun. It was a big one too. Especially for here, because this spot that I'm in is in between, is in between 2 dams. So, you know, that fish is not going up any farther. That fish has pretty much been here its whole life, or at least upstream. Upstream or here. It can't go downstream and back up to here, just because of the dams. And yeah, that is the biggest smallmouth I've seen pulled out of this creek, this area, really. Can't believe that. put up a great fight. That was a big fish. Oh my gosh. I just got tangled. I go to pull it out and there's a fish. Smallest one of the day. He must have just picked it as it was picked it up as it was drifting along the bottom. Can't talk. Look at that. Giant. Quick release. That was funny. Wasn't really expecting that. Here we go. So this guy following it about 5 times. Finally got him to eat it. Took a while. Little creek smallie. Drag slipped though on that one. Definitely slipped. There we go. A little dink. Dinky dink dink.